All work is work and ought to be respected as such. One of those professions that is work is sex work. There are a lot of lefties out there that don't respect sex workers, and that's very frustrating for me. But I'm not one of them, so you know how it is. Now, among the pandemic we've been going through with coronavirus and stuff like that, a lot of people have been starting an OnlyFans and starting to do sex work on the side to make extra money to make ends meet, because we're on the edge of like a massive economic crisis due to the pandemic. And there's been cases where teachers have done it. There's been cases where all sorts of different people that you wouldn't really expect would do that are doing it. And generally, when these people get outed, they end up losing their jobs. This is like a big problem. Recently, I read about how a teacher wasn't being paid enough and just wasn't making enough money during the pandemic. She started a OnlyFans, and then her students discovered the OnlyFans, and she ended up getting fired because let's be honest, if you're like in high school and you find out your hot female teacher has an OnlyFans, you're not going to keep that to yourself. So she ended up getting fired. That was pretty unfortunate. And so knowing that this is a thing that would happen, the New York Post, this is Rolling Stone, by the way, this is an article about what the New York Post did a report outing a paramedic who started an OnlyFans, tried to make ends meet, doxed her, and then she ended up losing her job. Real scummy shit. Real scummy shit from the New York Post. Oh, wait, someone found the original New York Post article? Thank you. NYC media help make ends meet with racy OnlyFans side gig. Or medic, not media. NYC medic. So here she is here. Very, very cute. She can give me CPR any day, Pepe. That's a joke. So yeah, this is the story. Pretty shitty. We'll go over it. She lost her job after this. They're fucking scumbags. A young NYC paramedic says she is so cash-strapped from her low-paying ambulance job that she moonlighted by selling online access to erotic photos and videos of herself. Lauren Caitlin Quay, 23, works for Senior Care EMS, an ambulance company serving hospitals in the city's 911 system. She also posted images on her OnlyFans account where subscribers can see her in lingerie or in the buff for fees starting at $11.99 a month. Damn! $12 a month, that's a steep price. The bottom line, I don't get paid a lot. I'm just trying to make ends meet, Quaid told the Post. I truly don't think this has anything to do with being a paramedic. Dozens of celebrities have joined the mostly racy OnlyFans platform, with some stars reeling in big bucks. Pay up or mind your own business, Quaid, using the handle Lao, blared on her sexually aggressive site. The 5'2", 120-pound West Virginia... Jesus, they're going a little bit of detail here. Hey, she's the height of my girlfriend. 120-pound West Virginia transplant began posting content in August 2019. A subscriber to Quay's site found 32 posts on November 25th, including a photo of her showing her topless while posing with a sex toy, and videos in which she gyrates in a bed in a red bra and panties while the Weeknd's hit tune Shameless blares. Shameless! Quay defended her side gig. At the end of the day, it doesn't affect how I treat people. What I do in my free time is my business. It has no effect on how I care for my patients. I know when I'm working. I'm a paramedic. I think I'm pretty good at my job. This is important to remember, everyone. Please fucking remember this. Sex workers are people. They are. Okay? They're not like 100% of the time like... It's work. Now, there are some sex workers who are coomers that are like cool with being sexualized outside of their job, but like they're people. Just the fact that she started an OnlyFans and posts hot pictures online doesn't make her any less able to do her job as a paramedic. It affects nothing. There was, for one, no reason for her to get fired whatsoever. And for two, no reason whatsoever for this article to fucking dox her and do a story about this. Quay added, there are plenty of people who are medical professionals who have every right to do what they want with their own bodies. True. I'm not doing it at work. Healthcare workers aren't making a lot of money, and I'm not the only one trying to make ends meet. You know what this reminds me of? Do you remember what happened with Merrick at that protest where savvy, like made this big like accusation against Merrick because after a protest they went to, she took a like topless picture for her OnlyFans because she does full-time sex work, and like all of Swerf lefty Twitter went after her for it. This is a thing that fucking happens. There are leftists who have the same like belief that like, oh, being a sex worker somehow negates your ability to provide proper healthcare or provide proper healthcare work or any type of job in your like main life. It's so fucking weird. It's so scummy. This is why I feel like sex work needs to be destigmatized a lot. Quay moved to New York in 2015 to pursue the performing arts and graduated in May 2017 from the American Musical and Dramatic Academy, a private conservatory on the Upper West Side, whose alumni include singer Jason Derulo and actor Jesse Tyler Ferguson. She said she studied music theater. Here's her taking a pretty good picture here. And then it says you can see them in their glorious perk at OnlyFans, and then there it is. Quay, who lives in the Bronx, started auditioning. She said she soon realized she didn't like showbiz and wasn't giving back to my community. Quay started EMT school in September 2017 and graduated the following February. So clearly she was like doing this job because she make sure you share her GoFundMe. Absolutely, I will be. Do you mind linking it in chat, Lonnie? Just keep it on the Control V, like ready to paste, so that I can spread it around, and then I'm probably going to put it in the... By the way, I'm going to include a link to her GoFundMe, because she did get fired from her job. I'm going to go put a link to her GoFundMe in the top pinned comment and the description of this video, and I'm going to put it in the stream, okay? So make sure to send some support her way. In March 2018, Quay started working for Senior Care EMS as an EMT, making minimum wage, about $15 an hour. She said after a year on the job, she stopped working temporarily to complete paramedic training at the Center for Allied Health Education, which charges $13,200 in tuition. As a paramedic, Quay earns $25 an hour. She told the Post, by the way, $25 an hour sounds like a lot, but depending on her hours, that can be really, really bad. And on top of that, living in New York is really, really expensive. New York City. She lives in New York City, by the way. Very fucking expensive. New York City is very, very pricey. $25 an hour is like really stretching it to be able to survive in New York City. Private ambulance companies generally pay much less than big hospitals or the FDNY's emergency medical service, where paramedics start at $48,237 annually. That's less. That's more than I make at the moment. So decent, but this is unironically more than I make a year, I think. Annually, I make $65,226 in base salary before overtime after 5 years. The pay is pretty crappy, another paramedic said, of rookie jobs with private ambulance companies. It's where you go to get experience. And then obviously you would probably go to like a hospital. Quay also worked as a hostess at an upscale Korean steakhouse to help pay her bills. Yeah, how much you want to bet nobody would have given a shit if she worked as a hostess instead of doing OnlyFans? This is literally just like sex worker negative ideology that's caused this. This is society's negative, stigmatized view of sex work. Quay was not secret about her online exploits. Yeah, she wasn't even trying to hide it, too. She made her last name known in her Instagram timeline and her Twitter handle, @FoxyLlama, said NYC paramedic, along with solicitation for OnlyFans. After Quay first spoke to the Post, she deleted at least 7 OnlyFans posts, including an offer to watch a 6-second shower video for $10. After November 27th, she looked at her Twitter and Instagram accounts and omitted the reference to OnlyFans in her Twitter profile. As of Friday, all her OnlyFans posts were deleted. I know Senior Care would deem this inappropriate, so I took it down in the hopes that I wouldn't lose my job in the middle of a pandemic 3 weeks before Christmas, Quay texted. She said Senior Care had asked to meet with her. A veteran FDNY paramedic agreed that EMT pay is paltry, but blasted Quay's choice of a side career. Other EMTs and paramedics make money by pulling extra shifts instead of pulling off their clothes, he said. What a piece of fucking shit. This dude can suck my dick and choke on it. Other EMTs and paramedics make more money by pulling extra shifts instead of pulling off their clothes. Suck my fucking cock and die. Fuck you. On Senior Care's website, the descriptions of all jobs forbid inappropriate conduct on and off duty. The requirements include adheres to standards of personal ethics on and off duty, which reflects credit upon the profession. Senior Care representatives did not respond to multiple requests for comment. So she got fired, and the New York Post outed her. I think this is what makes this more important. What like overall sort of I view as being like most important here is the idea that like people view sex work as being like this immoral thing, like a bad thing. It's really, really not. I don't really see what the problem is. It's not a big deal, but many people do think it is a big deal, and I feel like we need to talk more about this kind of like. We need to talk more about this belief in society and fight against it as leftists and as progressives, because we fight for the working class, we fight for workers, we fight for people that are discriminated against. Sex workers are workers, they're part of the working class, and they're discriminated against. So we should probably fight against this a lot more. I view a future in which everybody can have an OnlyFans to make money on the side. That's what I hope for. I'm going to go ahead and take the link here to her GoFundMe. Can you stop typing in chat, please, so I can do that? Thank you. There we go. Got the link. I'm going to go ahead and paste the link in YouTube chat or in website chat right now. So make sure you guys go support her. I'm going to post it in YouTube chat, and it will be in the link or in the description and pinned comment of this video when it goes up. Speaking of which, make sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new and you want to see more from me. Make sure to ring the bell icon so you actually get notified whenever I upload. And of course, most importantly, follow me on Twitter and join the Discord through the link in the description. And also, if you want to support me financially and you don't have any, if you have a bunch of money, you don't know what to do with it, you don't need it for anything, you can always support me by clicking the join button, becoming a member on the channel. Pledging to be on Patreon is also appreciated. And of course, you can come to the official website, xanderhall.com/live, and you can always come and donate or subscribe here. It's always very appreciated. This is my job, so you guys are the ones that support me and make me capable of doing this for a living, and I could not be more happy about it. I could not be more grateful. So thank you so much, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.